Okay, we'll start up here on top. It's kind of where I started. Hopefully this helps you out. So firstly, of course, you'll need to remove this cover. Pretty easy. One thing you want to be cautious of, if you intend on repurposing this or getting rid of it, after you remove the bolts back here, you got to release the cover from the tabs here. I apparently applied a little too much force and snapped both sides off. No biggie. I don't plan on reusing this. And of course, next we remove the top mount intercooler. This was really easy. The bracket that it's attached to here, you should just go ahead and remove that, leave it attached to the intercooler, and you can pull the whole thing forward, then out. It's pretty small, considerably lighter than the front mount. Leaves a lot of room. Still have the stock pitch mount, which will be taken care of. Some other things to prep. What you want to do is relocate the coolant overflow reservoir, which is this, and then you'll need to relocate the entire washer fluid assembly. And then you'll replace the filler tube with the new Cobb filler tube. That was pretty easy to do. No issues. Give you a new filler hose. Drop into the canister. No issues there. They give you all the appropriate hardware to mount. One thing I did have to do, in the instructions online, it looks like they want you to reuse the old one. But in the kit, they sent this new one, different style. And one thing I did have to do was this O-ring. It didn't fit once I snapped it in there. I just took out the Dremel and ground down that inner radius to suck it in a little bit. Now it just snaps right in. Yeah, installing the wiper refill tube was pretty easy. No issues there. Of course, you want to reuse the washer, the O-ring, and that's on the old adapter. One thing that is kind of cool, the instructions indicate that you'll need to close off this here by some means. They don't indicate in the instructions that you get this little piece. You pull that hose off, it's going to start spitting out fluid unless you've drained it. But Cobb sent this little cap, slip that on there, problem solved. Of course, down here, this was pretty easy to do to relocate this. You have these standoffs that they sent. Once you remove this and you install that filler adapter, you install these standoff blocks. There's 3 of them. The one in the back, can't see it from here, you'll need an extension to get to. It's kind of a pain, but yeah, that's it. So with that relocated, with the overflow reservoir relocated, you can start moving and getting the intercooler and the piping together. That again was fairly easy. You replace the stock crash bar with the new bash bar. It has the intercooler attached to it. You can do that on your bench, of course. Install it on the car, and then you can move to start installing the piping. Cold side was definitely easier than the hot side, so we'll start there. Basically, you know, install your couplings, reducer, start installing the bottom piece of pipe. All this is clearly documented in Cobb's instructions. You do have to cut the splash guard. You can use a razor knife. It is very soft. Move back into the car. It'll pop up, and you can hit that coupling. Right down there. Attach the middle section here. Pretty easy. Here. Here's the next piece. Let's insert to the throttle body. This is again pretty easy. No issues. Here, attach it to the manifold. They give you, Cobb gives you a grommet, a little filler, and then the bolt. Again, pretty easy. Snugs right up. Here's the old throttle body coupling. I'm gonna save this in case I need it for an upcoming project. And that's it for the cold side. All right, moving on to the hot side here. Another piece, another stock piece. You'll remove the old charge pipe, of course. Again, pretty easy. Same time, you want to remove the old bypass valve underneath. Let's go now, see what's under there. All right, here on the hot side, first you want to loosely attach the reducing coupling, just like you did on the other side. Kind of can loosely start putting this together. Cobb's instructions, again, pretty good. This is, as indicated by others, more difficult than the other side, of course. You're going to end up extending these hoses here. Real easy to do. You're going to relocate the bypass valve, which used to sit here, and you're going to assemble its piece to its hose prior to getting underneath the car and getting it ready. You'll want to definitely tighten that clamp that clamp to the 90 that they supply you before you try to fit it, because once you do, you may not be able to get to it again real easily. This bottom piece you can go ahead and attach and leave sort of loose. From there, I would suggest installing your intake back in place, because you're going to run out of room and it gets kind of tight trying to fit this all in with this loose. You won't be able to get that back attached to your turbo. So get that. Once you've done that, then you can start fitting this stuff into place, tightening your clamps. And you move over here. I would do this one last. You know, you can snug it down, keep it into place. Maybe get to here. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. You can easily hit these from up top of the car with an extension, which you're going to end up needing to do. But yeah, just kind of got to cram all that in there, reattach the proper hoses. They give you reference in the online PDF. Clamp everything down, check your clamps again. You may want to keep note to keep the mechanical end of your clamp away from adjacent hoses, because there could be some vibration and chafing, and nobody likes chafing. And that's it. Now we just got to put the bumper back on, splash guard, skid plate. Good times. Thanks for watching. Lay it down there. You take that, swells on both sides of the inventory, and you just bracket, and just slide forward, and put the hose. This one, the washer I take out and put inside the spacer. I'll get to that one. And then with the cool cap.